I'd like to share more thoughts with you. This video is now taped in a time where Donald Trump runs for president and the woman Hillary Clinton runs for president. And it's funny because for the first time in the United States, a woman has a chance to be a leader on that level, and at the same time there is like the prototype of the negative patriarchy out there, the Donald Trump figure, and people really argue with each other and have fights, and there's a lot of emotion going on. And I think it's very interesting to look at, because I think we are on the brink of a breakthrough, that the feminine and the matriarchic goodness is allowed to come back. It's not about persecuting one sex or the other anymore. It's a time where the East meets the West and all our values come together. It's more about finding out how we are thriving for the same. We want to be happy and healthy, and we want to reduce suffering and increase our joy. That's what we all have in common. And so there's a big turmoil about being a woman, being an Islam person, being a Christian, being an atheist, and all those things. And I think it's interesting that people fight who is now right and who is righter. I know this word doesn't exist, but I like it. And I think right now we're invited to invite matriarchic and feminine energy in, and to admit the faults that we have made in the past, and maybe those mistakes were not just mistakes, maybe they were the lessons to learn how ridiculous and destructive we become as humans when we go too far into one direction. And we did that with the male principle, poor men. It's not about men here, by the way, or women. It's really about the masculine and the feminine. And we did that by being too logical and to stop where science stops, and sometimes science is not enough, yeah? Sometimes it can't be proven. Sometimes you have to go into the unknown and into this darkness. And I don't mean that negative. And I think this is why everything breaks down. So instead of going into fear about it, we could actually be relieved. It's like when we have a thunderstorm, and then afterwards, the air is so clean and it smells, and there's a certain new energy everywhere from which new power can arise. And I think this is what we're doing right now. Everything breaks down and nothing functions anymore, so that we can build something new that is more in harmony with the masculine and the feminine balance, and that creates life. It's not about punishing the people anymore, I believe, that are out of their mind. It's about understanding what brought them there in the first place. It's not about making money in the health business, or giving jobs only to young women in the movie industry. I have a lot of actresses as clients. So it's really about bringing in that wisdom and that femininity that helps all of us to reestablish and to remember how we can thrive together when we see the big picture. And then everybody might be right.